My name is Mentos, and today, Mafia, the Old Country, a trailer just came out called Whatever It Takes about an hour ago. And yes, I am seeing this now at, I can't see the clock, there it is, 1 p.m. I woke up about like 30 minutes ago. Don't judge me too hard, it's my day off. But whatever it takes, we're going to check this out. And then there's a gameplay, muffins in the freezer. What? Well, let's get into it. Mafia, the Old Country.
Come in.
I'm excited. Gameplay footage captured in
this world, and so
engine.
loyalty, honor, obedience.
Wow.
They set the man apart from the rest. You took care of Messina, but this matter is not yet resolved. Will you help me bring it to a close? Of course, Tanto easy.
Looks like we're part of the family, baby. I guess that's gonna be a distraction, is throwing the coins. Got some stealth. It's good to know. Ooh! Oh, the revolver. That knife throw was sick. Oh, there were cars in this time? I gotta remember what year this game took place in. I don't know how much information they've actually told us about when this takes place. I think it's earlier than Mafia 1. Oh, that shotgun. God, the blood splatter looks so good. Wow. There's gonna be horseback chases. That was ripped straight out of Uncharted 3. There's full-on knife fights in this game too. I guess this is gonna be like a final stand boss fight of some sort. That looks so good. Mafia, the Old Country. Coming August 8th. August 8th. And then we're going to watch the Breaking Omerta? Developer Insights. We want to check this out. But before we jump into that, I just want to take a brief moment to talk about the Mafia series. Because if you guys don't know, I went back and I beat Mafia 2 and I beat Mafia 3. I did not beat Mafia 1. I watched a video of Jolim's Platinum Mafia 1. And so because I already saw the story, I was like, I don't want to replay it. Mafia 2 is an absolutely incredible game. Mafia 3, it got a little repetitive at points, I'll be honest. With how they structured their missions, the entire story was good. Going down, taking out certain areas of the map, doing some smuggling, the same stuff you do over and over and over throughout the whole course of the game. It just kind of got a little repetitive. Jumping into the Old Country, I'm interested to see if this story is going to be a little more linear or how it's going to be laid out. But let's hear the development side. 2K.
Hey everyone, I'm Nick Baines, president of
They got something good going.
We hope you enjoyed this new look at gameplay in Mafia the Old Country. We're just 3 short months away now from getting this game in your hands, and we can't wait. Mafia the Old Country is an origin story for the Mafia universe, and as such, it's both a step forward and a return to the fundamentals of the franchise.
Okay.
The heart of Mafia has always been deep, immersive storytelling, and Mafia the Old Country is no exception. It's a premium experience in the vein of early Mafia games, with a linear narrative set against the stunning, authentic backdrop of 1900 Sicily. That focus
That's what it was, 1900 Sicily.
A classic organised crime drama in the period authentic Mafia rules and traditions of the era. And as you just saw, we've made some exciting gameplay updates. Whether you're using a knife or a gun, using stealth or in shootouts, this is brutal and grounded in all the best ways. It's all going to pull you in from every angle, pushing the franchise forward in a location and time painstakingly created with the utmost authenticity and detail using Unreal Engine 5.
3 months, baby.
Stick around, because next up is our development team, who have loads of awesome behind-the-scenes insights on how we brought this title to life. And stay tuned between now and August, as we'll have even more to tell and show. Thanks for joining
I'm
us
excited.
on this journey.
This and Ghost of Yotei, I'm so excited for. God, it looks good. And it's all footage captured on PS5.
Come in.
It looks so good. Classic mob
Our
movie.
top goal for every Mafia game is to deliver the promise to a player that you're going to play a classic mob movie. Mafia the Old Country is a linear crime drama set against a beautiful Sicilian backdrop.
Tell me more,
The first
Alex.
step for us was to make sure that we were nailing all of the things that players expect from a Mafia game. The quality of its storytelling, how immersive it is, how authentic it is, Previous Mafia games have been set in big American cities. We've taken the action and we've put our story in rural Sicily, in the
I
place
like
where
that.
the Mafia began.
You really feel like you're transported
looks
into
so
another time.
good.
It feels really unique and different, but yet really familiar. Players are really going to enjoy that aspect of it.
Our entry point for making these crime dramas is always the protagonist. We wanted to make sure that our main character, Enzo Favara, lives up to the standard which we've set in the past, and I hope
Enzo
in some ways even exceeds that.
All of the men in this room are bound by blood.
Enzo grows up in a sulfur mine. He's one of a bunch of children that are sold to the mine owners at this point in history in Sicily. Their life expectancy is short and they're essentially seen as disposable.
Enzo turns to crime as a means to make something of himself. The odds are stacked against him. So what does he do?
Another
He
knife fight.
sees an opportunity for himself to gain some status, to gain some respect.
Do you wish to commit to this family?
I do.
Swearing the oath is the chance for him to finally be accepted. He's found a family. It's the thing he's been searching for his entire life, but it comes at a cost.
I think players are in for an emotional roller coaster. The high stakes of the Mafia life present opportunities for us as storytellers to take players and put players through the ringer, really, in terms of what happens to the character, what happens to them in the game.
You again.
Life or
What makes a
death
really compelling
gameplay.
gameplay experience is the mix of the high intensity combat, cover play, cover shooting, set by these beautiful cinematics that
can't get over how
what
good
you
it
do
looks.
in the combat so much more meaningful because you're fighting for something you really believe in.
Authenticity and immersion are key. And so we wanted to take that philosophy from the storytelling and make sure that it was consistent in the gameplay.
So I'm
whether
not
you
gonna
come
run and
for
gun.
that core cover combat shooting experience or that white knuckle driving experience, we have that in Mafia: The Old Country, but it's unique.
There's some downbeats, there's some deep storytelling moments, and then there's some like high intensity action. And I think that's what makes Mafia missions and the general experience so interesting, is that we're constantly trying to change that roller coaster experience that you're on.
Enzo's proving himself with guns, and we wanted the combat to feel like there was a scarcity of resources, so you have to be more tactical in the way that you approach combat.
So it's like The Last of Us then? Wait. I'm going to pause it right there. So it's like The Last of Us then, where you have to scavenge for ammo in that sense? Sorry, I stopped, but it's just a thought.
Part of gameplay, it's a part of Sicilian culture.
We wanted our gameplay to be immersive, to have a life or death kind of vibe. So when players are in a knife duel, when they're in a gunfight, they're genuinely fearing for their lives.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Stunning Sicilian
Bringing
adventure.
1900
Dude,
Sicily
it
to
looks
life for
so
us,
good.
It infuses every aspect of the development. It's about the characters, it's about the music, it's about the story, it's about the setting, it's about the vistas, it's about the vehicles, it's everything. It always starts with research, it always starts with immersing ourselves in the subject matter. So whether that's reading every crime book around the Sicilian Mafia, watching all of the movies, even driving the cars, firing the weapons, and then translating that into the game, that's the development experience.
We even sent some folks out to Sicily. We were then able to take all of those experiences and try to translate it into an on-screen experience, but also a story. And those two things are woven together in a way that I think players are going to really enjoy.
Bravery is not common in this world, and so
The Mafia that we see in Mafia: The Old Country is much different than the Mafia that we see in some of the other Mafia games. It's a time-honored tradition steeped in secrecy, and there's this sort of deep honor that we see within the Teresi family and within the characters there.
The characters' relationships with
Teresi
each other,
family?
the
Is that
way
what
they
we said?
behave, is very much influenced by that setting and that cultural difference.
This is a distinctive experience that I've never played before, and I'm sure that players are going to feel the same.
It looks...
Mafia: The Old Country.
I don't know
is
how
our
many
first
times I'll be able to
Unreal
say it, but it
5
looks
game
so good.
in the studio, and it's particularly suited to the Sicilian setting.
We've really been able to push the boat out in terms of sort of the real tiny details on everything.
You know, one of the big ones for me is metahuman. You have characters that have really lifelike expressions, micro details. You know, many times when I'm watching the game, especially on a big screen in 4K, I start to forget that they're characters rendered in an engine. They just look like real characters in a movie. I think that's the level of immersion that we want, and it allows people, I think, to really suspend their disbelief and go along for the ride.
Enzo is beautifully rendered in the game, and I think he's one of the most compelling game characters we've seen for a long time.
The thing I'm most excited about from Mafia: The Old Country is finally getting the game in players' hands.
The story pulls you
Yeah.
through really quickly, and at the
Excited.
end, it takes your breath away, and it's one that you're not going to want to spoil for your friends.
The visuals and the storytelling are absolutely next level.
Our setting's completely distinctive. Our story's completely unique. This is a
that
game
in
that
a
you haven't
church
played
or a
before.
chapel?
The best crime stories have unforgettable twists, and this game's no exception. Players are in for a treat.
Welcome, Enzo.
All right, I predicted the game. Enzo's gonna go, he's gonna flip the script, and he's gonna kill his boss and become the boss. Boom. Game over. I figured it out. No, I'm just kidding. But Mafia: The Old Country, god damn, this game looks good. If you guys are excited to see this game on the channel in August, let me know with a like and a comment down below. Wow, I really need to play. I'm really excited. I got 2 games I'm looking forward to so far. Nothing else has really tickled my fancy, but the 2 games I am looking out for, which I mentioned earlier, Mafia: The Old Country and Ghost of Yote. I am so excited. So August and October. Oh my god, and Borderlands 4. I forgot about that one, which I still need to beat Borderlands 3 and play 2. There are 3 games I'm looking forward to, so I got a lot of work to do. I gotta get these videos done. I gotta get these videos pumped. Gotta get these videos out. But once again, if you guys are excited for Mafia, let me know with a like and a comment, and I will see you in the next one.